know you could live a full life on an empty stomach? Good morning. Good morning to anyone who hears my voice and anyone that's listening. I just thought I would go live real quick and do a real quick rant about something that's very special, near and dear to me. Because I just feel like no one else is going to say it because they're afraid to offend someone. I'm not afraid to say it, and I probably will offend someone. This stuff has to stop. It has to stop. And it's early. So first, let me give my shout outs to everyone that participated in the poll about whether or not the NBA is rigged. Thank you. Your vote definitely matters. Good morning, Third Ward, Colombian, Pachulo. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Wendy Forever. God bless you. God bless you, Third Ward. God bless you, Wendy Forever. Thank you guys for participating in the poll that I had on my community board. I was gonna delete it, but I think I'll just let it stay there and age because people keep voting. I didn't think anyone would participate, but it got over 40 votes. So, somebody's interested. Maybe I'll have a stream about it later, maybe tomorrow or something. But I wanted to go live this morning because I'm up early and if this is what happens when you don't have planetary perspective. You get people that go live and talk about the solar eclipse and want to equate it to some fucked up conspiracy theory about the planet and our biosphere. And every hemisphere of the world, it's stop with your conspiracy theories. There was literally a guy saying that the government was hiding our sun from us. Do you realize that we're a whole planet? Like, this is our planet? Okay, like what we experience as far as a total solar, we literally got to experience nighttime during the day. And how do you turn that and pervert it into something about a conspiracy theory? Are you stupid? You'll probably never get to experience this again in your lifetime. Maybe if you're lucky enough to be alive when the next one happens, but we literally got to experience nighttime during the day. And you're talking about a fucking conspiracy theory? Are you stupid? And then I literally, I was in someone's chat during I'm gonna get into how I reacted to the eclipse. It was beautiful. I was in the path of totality here in Central Texas, and it was so beautiful it made me cry. It was unearthly beautiful. It was so beautiful. And the phenomena tripped me out so bad, I had to go inside. I had to go inside and drink some water because it tripped me out. That was my first total. I've experienced solar eclipses during the day, but this was the first time that I was in the path of totality and I got to enjoy it during the day. So you had people online in Dallas and they were trying to just turn the experience into something negative. And I'm like, you do realize that we're in a solar system. We have a whole galaxy of other planets. It's not just our planet. There are other planets here. We have a moon. We have two moons. We have Pluto. We have Jupiter, Saturn. We have a whole sun. And these planetary events happen every couple of decades of years. So how do you turn that into something negative? It's supposed to be beautiful. It brought people together. You hear the children outside laughing and playing and reacting to the phenomena. You see all these people like playing music and just connecting and just having fun. And it's a whole festivity. How do you turn that into something negative about a conspiracy theory? Because you have no planetary perspective. That's why. Hi, Jerry G. Good morning. God bless you. I'm just up early ranting, getting my day started. And I just thought I'd go live because I had been wanting to talk about this, but I didn't even really know how to address it. And I guess I just woke up and something inside of me just was like, we're going to go live about it. So I decided to just go ahead and talk about it because it's beautiful. So someone made a comment and they were emailing me about my community board post that I made 3 weeks ago. I made this actually right before totality. And the phenomena that you see in the post is for my particular geographic location and the phenomena that we experience during totality. See, all you have to do is download the app. The Eclipse has an actual app. They have merch. They have like these different portraits that light up that you can buy that reflect the totality. I don't think they've started selling it yet, but if you don't have any planetary perspective, all you have to do is just download the app. It'll give you a real-time live view from your specific pinpoint location where you are. All you gotta do, type in your zip code or your address or whatever, and it will walk you through the eclipse or the series of events and what's about to take place if you don't understand what's happening. Like, for example, I downloaded the app, and as the eclipse was even beforehand, it lets you know 5 minutes before, the eclipse is about to happen in 3 minutes, or you're going to enter totality in 2 minutes. It lets you know by the second the planetary events that are happening even before the eclipse actually happens. So to me, there's no reason to come online and just be ignorant and just fucking stupid and saying shit like, it's a conspiracy. They're hiding the sun from us. The moon wasn't there. They put something over there. It's like, dude, we do realize we're around other planets, right? You have no planetary perspective. And then you have people talking about the one specific phenomena, the diamond ring phenomena, that typically happens 5 seconds before and 5 seconds after totality. And you have people trying to say that, compare it to some weird stuff happen. It's just like, how do you do that? So you just can't let this shit be beautiful. You got to sit up here and try to make it about everything that it's not. Like, how does that happen? Like, why would you do that? It's so beautiful. And for me specifically, it was beautiful because I don't know what it is about the synchronicity of it all, but before the eclipse happened, there were a lot of shifts happening in my personal life, like a lot of new journeys and great things that were unfolding for me and that had happened, and a lot of new things, like beautiful experiences that were unfolding for me. So the eclipse was symbolic for me in a spiritual way, in relation to just what was happening in my personal life. So for me, it was especially beautiful. And then being in the path of totality, while all of these things are taking place in my personal life, I just felt like it was the universe's way or God's way of talking to me and speaking to me and looking at me, like directly at me. And it just moved me so much. I'm gonna tell you something. I thought about it that night, and just all the things, like, just to show gratitude, like all the things that like were happening, that have been happening in my life, in synchronicity, even with the solar eclipse. I just broke down in tears that night, just out of gratitude and appreciation for everything. And I think I cried so hard my nose started bleeding. I have not had a nosebleed since I was in elementary school. That scared the living crap out of me. I don't think I've ever cried that hard in my life. Real talk. I don't think I've ever cried that hard in my life. It just moved me in a way that is just so indescribable. The third word said, I guess if the government is hiding the sun from us, that must also mean the government created comets and meteors and they send them out every so often to make us believe the world is ending. Well, that's what they said would happen. They were all like, oh, they said the world is going to end 2 days after the solar eclipse, and they just always come up with these ridiculous things, and it's just like you just can't let it be beautiful, can you? You just can't let this planetary event be beautiful, and you gonna let the moment just pass you by because you too busy sitting up here trying to go viral off of some dumbass conspiracy. You can't even just enjoy it for what it is. It's a beautiful planetary event. You can't just let it be beautiful and enjoy it. You just got to sit up here and make up all these dumbass conspiracies. And there was one person that was saying, well, if we're in the path of totality and I'm looking at the sun, then why can't people in Argentina or why can't people in the other parts of the world see the same sun that I'm seeing? You don't understand that we're in different locations. So the path of totality is going to be different. It's not going to be the same worldwide. Like, what don't you understand about that? It's about location. It's geography. We're not, everyone in the world, on our planet is not in the same geographic location. It's hard for me to even explain it, just to wrap my mind around it. Because if you don't have any sort of planetary perspective, then you don't understand how you can be in the U.S. and in Texas or in Austin, and then somebody be all the way in Africa and they don't see what you see. It's just common sense, but I can't explain it. It's just, anyway. Hi, Doug. Doug says, it was 2 reasons that these conspiracies stem from. CERN turned the reactor to some government agencies for warning people to stock up. No, no, they weren't. Those were just scare tactics that people use planetary events, weather events all the time to instill fear in people so they can make money. It's all a money grab. And people are dumb enough to believe it because some people are actually dumb enough to believe everything they hear. Yeah. And I don't think the government was doing that. I think CERN, as far as CERN is concerned, CERN is up there playing with dark matter. And they gonna fuck around and find out, and they're gonna come across something that they're not supposed to, and which they already have, and they're gonna learn you don't play with dark matter. But that's what they're doing. They're experimenting with antimatter and dark matter and stuff like that. I don't think that they should be doing that, but people are curious. You know what I mean? Like, people want to know about the universe, but you really don't want to know. If you knew everything about the universe, it would drive you crazy. Like, why do you want to know everything? You just got to know everything, huh? And then when you learn it, you're going to go crazy because you can't, your mind isn't supposed to understand certain things. Just live and be beautiful. Let the shit be beautiful. You got some people out here, they just got to know everything. And it's okay to be curious, but certain stuff you're not supposed to be figuring out. You're supposed to leave that to the gods of the universe, if you know what I'm talking about. You're not supposed to know everything. You fuck around and learn everything, and then your ass can't sleep at night because it's going to disturb you. There's a reason why certain knowledge is hidden. It's to protect you, really. It's to protect you. You're not supposed to know everything. And why do you need to know everything? What is it going to benefit you? What is it going to help you sleep better at night? Is it going to help you digest your food better? What is it going to do? Is it going to make your oxygen more pure? What are you going to do with the information anyway? You can only do so much within your lifetime and within your capacity as a human being. So why do you need to know everything? Because if you knew everything, you wouldn't be able to handle the information. No way. It would drive you insane. That's why when people be, what is with that? Is it an ego thing? Because when people be sitting up, even in these chat rooms and on these panels, they just gotta be right. They just have to win the argument. What do you get? A Scooby snack, a breadcrumb from society? What really do you get from that? So no, you're not supposed to be, certain information you're not supposed to be privy to when it comes to this universe and certain things. Certain degrees of knowledge and understanding is only meant for certain people because only a few people can handle those levels of knowledge. So you coming online and talking about your conspiracy theories and, oh, they're hiding the sun. No human has the power to hide a whole sun from planet Earth. Go and watch a documentary about the universe. Have you seen the giant, the largest planet in our solar system, which they're saying, not in our solar system, but in the universe? It'll trip you out. The shit gets trippy. I have to click off of it because it spooks me out. But if you go and watch a documentary about the largest planet in our universe that's known in comparison to our sun, it'll trip you out. It'll trip you out. So to sit here and assert, oh, the government is, no one has the power to hide no fucking sun from no planet. Not in the Milky Way galaxy, not in SR2 galaxy, not in X3 Xeon galaxy, not any damn where. Why would you even say that? Do you understand our biosphere? Oh no, you don't understand the different layers of our atmosphere, do you? It's just ridiculous, the conclusions that these people come up with. And it's just like, now you're just saying things. And it doesn't even make you sound stupid. Like, why would you say that? Oh, look, the government, the world is going to end 2 days after. I heard. And then you sitting up here. The thing about like watching the solar eclipse, you don't even need those glasses. If you have like shades that have a certain level of a certain filter in them, that's all you need to look at it. Because during totality, you don't even need the shades. You can take the shades off. It's safe to look at it without your shades. But you wouldn't know that because you're so fucking smart and you didn't even download the Eclipse app. It lets you know according to your geographic location which phenomena you're going to experience for your specific region. Let's open the app. I wish I could share my screen with y'all, but let's go ahead and open the Eclipse app. If you download I paid for it. It's only $3. It's a one-time fee. And it walks you through. It lets you know. It tells you specifically by. Okay, so let me go to the beginning. Here are the states that were in the path of totality for the dummies that keep coming online talking about a fucking conspiracy. For the 2024 total solar eclipse, the path of totality were Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Missouri, Illinois, Kentucky, Indiana, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Ontario, New York, Quebec, Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine, New Brunswick, Prince Edward Island, Nova Scotia, and Newfoundland. Those were all in the path of totality. Now, if you are within, all you have to do is click on any of those. It gives you a link for each region within our hemisphere that was in the path of totality. All you have to do is click on it. And it even gives you every single city according to zip code and navigation coordinates. All you have to do, and then even that, you click on it. It lets you know what phenomena you experienced. It lets you know how long the totality took place, all the way to the second. It lets you know the phenomena. Like in my region, we experienced basically every phenomena from the solar corona, racing shadows, and it was specifically the racing shadows that freaked me out. It's why I had to walk inside. It was already like spooky, but it was just so unearthly beautiful. I can't describe it, but at the same time, it took my breath away, and it just, I was already having a moment. Let's just say that. It does remind me of glitter and shimmer dust. Yeah, according to scientists, that's what they're saying about black holes. They're like a vacuum. And if you're ever inside of one, you get stretched like a piece of spaghetti or something like that. I have planetary perspective. I just can't speak in scientific terms because I don't study it to that degree. But y'all guys, some of these people should be ashamed of themselves coming online spewing all of these ridiculous ass conspiracy theories about this shit. It's ridiculous. Like, come on, really? We're gonna go there? It's that critical, huh? That you gotta just sit up here and just make up some shit about the soul. So this is supposed to be a beautiful. It was beautiful. It was unearthly beautiful. It was unearthly. And they're sitting just saying the most ridiculous things about the government and CERN. CERN ain't got shit to do with this. They can't. How much power? So you think that humans have enough power to block an entire planet from the Earth? Like, how do you even wrap your mind around that? They can't even keep the space station operating correctly, but they gonna block a whole sun from the Earth? Really? Your mind goes there? That's where your mind went? It just don't make no fucking sense. Like, I don't understand how it happens. Like, you got all sorts of debris. How you doing, Jervis? But you got all sorts of debris and just spaceship wreck floating out there in space. You got all sorts of just random objects floating out there. There is pollution on Earth and there's pollution out there. And you think they're going to block a whole sun from the planet? Really? And what object do you think they use to do such a thing? Like, it's just ridiculous, Third Ward. Do you get what I'm saying? It's just ridiculous to even like say it. It sounds so silly. Oh, they're blocking the sun from our planet. They're using some sort. Oh, really? And what did they use specifically? And what would they have used? Since you're coming to this conclusion, please explain. If they're going to do that, how? How are they going to do it? Because they saw my community board post and went live after I and had so much to say. And I'm trying to figure it out. Like, really? And what are they? Because see, if you're going to block the sun, whatever object you're using has to be bigger than the sun, right? And it has to cover the entire circumference and area of the planet, right? Okay. So what object did they use to do that, sir? What object did they use to do that, to achieve that? I'm listening and I'm waiting because it doesn't even sound logical on a surface level. How you gonna block an entire sun? Do you know how large the sun is in comparison to Earth and the moon? And you're gonna sit here and convince me there's some conspiracy that about them using something to block the sun? Really? Really, bruh? Like, come on, let's think, let's use our brains, the ones that work. Too many people go by what they hear from other people instead of researching for themselves. Yeah, because people are actually dumb enough to believe everything they hear because their favorite content creator said it. And I want them to keep believing it and being stupid because, see, if you're dumb enough to believe it and not enjoy the planetary event and the shift, and enjoy it from just like a spirit, even spiritually, like what I was mentioning earlier about the symbology in the eclipse in relation to what's been happening in my private life. All of it, like the stars are aligning. Whoever made that quote, you talking about stars aligning. So I've been blessed. That's all I can say about that. And with all of these different events happening in my life, and then here comes the eclipse, the ending of the old, the beginning of new, the silver lining in everything that's been happening, even the bad events, but the overshadowing of the good events and the growth and the metamorphosis into, it's just, you can't make it up. It's just so beautiful. So if you missed out on it, then too bad. If you missed out on it by entertaining dumbass conspiracy theories, I really feel sorry for you. Too bad for you. But no one's blocking the sun. No human has the power to do that. The sun will eat you. You're not going to block a damn thing. The sun will block your ass. Fuck out of here. Well, there is a whole sector, I think, of those people that were doing that, but to their audience, they seem smart, and maybe they're just not around the information. Maybe they haven't had exposure to the information that would explain to them what a solar eclipse actually is. But I can't forgive voluntary stupidity. I won't do that. Yeah, I have to defend our solar eclipse. I feel like I'm the only earthling that cares, because it's like they were trying to turn it into something negative. And for some of them, they achieved that, and they didn't get to really experience it in totality as far as what it's worth and the planetary shift and the event that happened. Like, I don't know. I grew up looking through telescopes with me and my brother grew up looking at the planets together in different telescopes. So it's this planetary, this solar system, the study of it is very terrifying, but it's fascinating at the same time, and it's just so beautiful. So when you are alive to get to experience something like that and be aware of it, and just like experience the different phenomena and darkness during the day, we don't get to experience that here in the US just casually once a year. This is like a every 40-year thing for us. So if I'm here, and everyone can view it how they want to view it. I mean, I'm not demonizing anyone, but I'm just saying, like, let's not just be ridiculous about it either. Like, you're just going to sit here and just pull everything out of your ass to just make it negative. You don't want to be fascinated. You don't want to take it for what it's worth. You just, okay, well, have at it. Entertain the dumb shit. I'll pass. Hi, Modern King Boxing. Everything is cool. God bless you. And thank you for joining me. They used my colossal size head to block the sun. I mean, that would have been a more logical conspiracy theory than the shit they were coming up with, because you got a big fucking head. I mean, I can't talk because I have a big forehead too, but it's because I'm African. So let me stop. No, but seriously, like, these people, and then they come online and got the damn nerve to talk about the planetary sciences as if they've taken one look at a fucking documentary to even let them know. Like, do you know what a solar eclipse actually is? Do you know what it's just dumb. Like, you had one person, they were live streaming it and they had their camera on. This was before totality. This person was here in Texas, and they were also in a city that was within the path of totality. They got their camera on, and if anyone has any planetary perspective, like right before the total solar eclipse, you can see Jupiter. You can see Saturn. You can see Saturn, and what other planet was that? It was another planet. You can see two different planets in the sky, like with the naked eye. You don't need the glasses to even see that, but you can see it. They were trying to say, oh, they got another they put something in the sky. What are those two dots up there? Like, do you not know that? And I'm in the chat, I'm like, all you have to do, if you don't understand what you're saying, you can download the Eclipse app and it'll explain to you what you're saying. They totally ignored my comment, and I'm like, okay, well, just sound dumb then. Just go ahead and finish sounding dumb, because you sound stupid. Like, all you have to do is Google it. It'll be right there on fucking Google even. It's like, people really do have a way of like ruining the fun for certain people. And then you have people in the chat room that were just feeding into it. Oh, I absolutely enjoyed it. It was unearthly beautiful. And it was so beautiful. It just made me cry. It was incredible. Yeah, it absolutely was. The school system is failing society. Some part of science is dumbfounded by so many today. Yeah, I don't disagree with that. Yeah, it was Jupiter. It was Mars and Saturn, excuse me. Mars, Saturn, and Venus. It says if the skies are clear, you should be able to spot Jupiter about 30 degrees to the upper left of the eclipse sun. Venus will be about 15 degrees to the lower right of the sun. Mars and Saturn will be to the right, lower than Venus, but they will be harder to spot. So you can see it all with the naked eye. And you want to turn that into a negative event? No, give me my telescope, give me, some proper eye protection, and I'm getting ready to enjoy this planetary event. This is a rare planetary event, and you want to make it negative about conspiracy theories and the government and CERN and yeah, and oh my God, the government's playing a trick on us and they're trying to block out the sun. Really? And how? Exactly how are they going to do? They can't even explain it. I'm like, in the chat room, I said, they're blocking the sun. Exactly how are they doing that? Like, come on, really? You saw a bright glimpse right after the eclipse went away. It was visible. Yeah, what you probably experienced was that phenomena of the diamond ring. It happens 5 seconds before and 5 seconds after the totality. That's probably what you saw. But gosh, it just looked almost like a mirror. It looked like someone was flashing a mirror in front of I remember like at one point everything just looked silver. And it just reminded me of the silver lining in everything that I've seen over the past year and all of like the recent events happening in my life, positive and negative. It was just, I just wanted to make it the most beautiful thing. And it was that for me and so much more. But some of these people, they're so damn ignorant. They just come online and just say anything. And they know it's going to get them views because like most of these people don't think for themselves anyway. They'll come online and listen to their favorite content creator. And because their favorite content creator said it, oh yeah, it just gotta be true. It's just so true because your favorite content creator said it. It's just stupid. You can't even have a conversation about planetary science with these people because they try to turn it into everything it's not. Like, huh? So you just can't enjoy anything, huh? Everything got to be a damn conspiracy with some people. So no, there are certain conversations I just won't have with certain people. That's unfortunate, but I guess it'd be like that sometimes. And that's not even during the soul, that's before and after. Like you got all these people watching you and you're on a live stream saying, what is that shit in the sky? What are those other 2 dots? And I'm in the chat trying to, those are planets those are planets and star systems. Like you don't want to enjoy. You want to say, oh, it's a conspiracy. They're trying to end the planet. No, you don't. Humans ain't going to end. If anything, the planet will end you. You're not ending shit. The planet will end you. Jupiter, Venus, Saturn, and Mars are visible to the naked eye during totality, right after, and right before. So is Mercury. And comet 12P Pans-Brooks. So planets and stars, that's part of the phenomena that you see. But they couldn't enjoy it because they think it's a conspiracy. As if a total solar eclipse wasn't enough for a draw for sky gazers, there would be some other objects that may make an appearance when the sky goes dark. Jupiter and Venus may be visible during totality. Of course, there's a big if, and that's the amount of cloud cover. If it's too cloudy, those planets won't be visible. We could see everything because at first it was really cloudy for us, but it's so weird because like after it was cloudy, the whole day it was just dark and cloudy. but it brightened up a little right before totality. It brightened up a little bit before. That's one day that I will never forget. I don't care how long I'm on this planet. That's one day I'll never, that is stained and etched in my mind forever. It's like tattooed on my brain. It was beautiful. Getting to experience darkness during the day. And then there was like dead silence. Did you experience that, Modern King Boxing? Like, was it dead silence for you? Like during totality, all the animals, even traffic, it seemed like everything was like so quiet. It kind of reminded me of the Texas winter storm. The one back in 2020? Everything just got so quiet, like the animals weren't moving. Of course, they were probably confused because that was another phenomenon, confused animals, but everything was just so peaceful and so quiet. I thought like the sky, I thought something was going to crack open and like just crack into the earth. It was literally like looking at a diamond inside of a diamond ring. Like inside, have you ever looked at like a diamond ring or a mineral rock under a telescope? That's what it looked like. It was just so beautiful. It was so beautiful. Like take the time and look at a diamond ring or like an amethyst geode or something under a telescope and you'll see what I'm talking about. And then during totality, it looked at certain points, like during the solar corona, it looked like a huge pupil, like a huge eye staring at you. The most creepy thing, but it was just so beautiful. But for me, I couldn't deal with the racing shadows. That really made my heart start racing. So I had to come inside. But I mean, the phenomena was something to be enjoyed. I mean, it's beautiful to look at, but the phenomena is also something to enjoy as well. So if you got to enjoy it, God bless you. You know, if you got to enjoy the moment and see it for yourself in totality, if you were in the path of totality and you got to see those things, like you're blessed. I'm happy that I got to see it. But some people, like the things they say. Anyway, I think I've made my point here. I'm going to go ahead and end it. I want to say God bless you to everyone who joined me, to the chatters in the chat room and everybody. Shout out to you. God bless you. And ciao. I hope your day loves on you. Peace. Peace out. And stop entertaining the conspiracy theories. We have to stop doing that. B-Dub, you're late and I'm offended by that. You always come in when I'm about to end it. What's up with that? It's like you just be in the clouds and as soon as I end it, you want to come in the chat. And did you already replace your PlayStation? Because I want to race you on Need for Speed Heat. We need to re-link up. Oh, okay, yeah, because you're a working man. That's hot. That's sexy. He actually has a job. But anyway, don't forget. We have unfinished business, sir. I know you're a working man. No worries. Yeah, but we have unfinished business, Mr. V-Dub. So I'm growing impatient here. So don't forget now. Don't forget. I'm gonna go drink some water. It's still dark here. It's very dark, actually. I want to go swimming. But I'm afraid it's gonna start lightning. I'm afraid it's gonna start storming while I'm in the pool. But now would be a beautiful time to go swimming. Be very romantic. It's cloudy, it's dark, it's kind of cold outside. And it says, being deeply loved by someone gives you strength, while loving someone deeply gives you courage. Aww, how sweet is that? Anyway, I'm getting lost over here in my books. Time for me to go study and go take a swim. Then I'm going to have a drink. Anyway, you guys, God bless you. Be easy, be safe. Okay. I'll see you on the flip side.